my loves. Yesterday, I recorded a call with Adam. So one of you guys sent a message through Adam's website, helpfreeadam.com, to Adam in response to, it was either something that I sent or something that I posted, and then it was very, very, very sweet in support of me and everything we do and in our relationship. It was so sweet. I forwarded it to him through Core Links, and then he responded, and then she responded again, and it wasn't quite a question necessarily, but it was something as life coaches and somebody and a couple who's been going through this for so long and has gone through the ups and the downs and the roller coasters and all the emotions involved in this lifestyle. She was just starting out. So we decided to, on a call, get together and kind of coach this woman through this. So hopefully this video that's coming not only helps this woman, but helps you guys. And also give this video a thumbs up if you like this. Comment below and let us know if you want to see more videos with Adam. He would love to do it. We have done a few in the past, but it was more just our Thanksgiving messages to each other, that kind of stuff. So he hasn't really gotten on and answered questions from the inside perspective till now. He might have done it once way in the past, but it was mostly when he comes on, it's about talking about his case, legal stuff, or you know, fun, like, holiday stuff. So if you guys have questions for him, feel free to shoot them over to me, strongprisonlives@gmail.com, if you don't feel comfortable posting them in the comments. And then let me know what you think. Any messages for him, I'll be happy to pass along. If you want them to go straight to him, you can fill out the contact form. Actually, they're all going to come through me anyway, unless you're on his Core Links. So, if you don't mind me seeing them, or if you want to put for Adam, and then I won't read them. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't bother me. So I guess that's it. Without further ado, here is my call with Adam in response to a message from one of you guys. And since I didn't say, I think I did say it actually at the end of the video, but stay strong, love strong, and support each other through, because you're one day closer to this all being over. Okay, enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I had it bad when my man got 5 years. It's still hard because we were going through a tough year. I hardly saw him much. A year prior to his arrest, he was cheating, got mixed up with a bad crowd, starting to sell drugs. He was also charged with a couple of gun charges. He lost his dad, and after that, he fell into depression. I think because he didn't speak to his father for 7 years, because they didn't have a good relationship. I stayed with my man because I see good in him and want to believe that he loves me, and just made bad choices and lost himself for a bit. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm setting myself up for heartbreak. But none of that matters right now, because he needs support and to know he's not alone. Even if when he's free and doesn't want to be with me, maybe. It don't matter. I can accept whatever happens. I love him enough to wait and be there for him, even if it's just for now. But nothing compares to how you and your wife stay so strong and how she loves you no less. I look up to her. That's very sweet. So, do you want me to give my opinion first, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, no, please do.
It's kind of hard to answer this because I don't know her age and I don't know their past. But I think that personally, I think people's pasts, we shouldn't hold it against them as long as they've proven that they've changed. But I think that, you know, I wouldn't just stay through cheating and lying and all of that stuff without working through it and talking through it, and him proving to me that he has changed. Because the reason why I said that about not knowing the past and not knowing their ages, you know, 5 years is a long time to wait for somebody that's 40. When you're 40 or when you're 35, you are putting your life on hold. You are putting sometimes desires on hold, and then maybe this is me personally coming from my experience, but you're kind of closing a window, you know, for somebody who you're saying has treated me bad, but he needs somebody right now. I mean, yeah, but do you have to be that person? That's my thought.
Yeah, you know, when I was listening to the language that she was using, as far as I don't know, you know, when she said about not caring if she was being a fool or not, you know, I would just be concerned that, as you said, you know, that she's putting her life on hold and making sure that, you know, this is what she really wants to do. And I think it's important that, you know, she touch base with him and make sure that he's on the same page and get some sort of commitment from them because she's making a huge commitment.
Yeah.
As you pointed out, it definitely, depending on your age, you know, that commitment changes with time. I would say for me personally, what weighs more heavily on me than anything else, you know, is my responsibility to you and making sure that, you know, that you're happy and that you're taken care of, that I'm doing everything that I can from this position, you know, not to make your life any more challenging. I can do everything in my power to make sure I'm doing things that make you happy, that, you know, when we talk about the future, that it's a future of us together.
This call is from a civil prison.
Okay, so go ahead.
For me, it's about making sure that you're doing the things on a day-to-day basis, you know, that speak to those commitments and speak to a future or potential future together. There's got to be something that's moving things forward so that there's progress. Because it's not fair to her, you know, to sit there and wait and to be in that state of flux. You know, not have some sort of commitment.
Yeah, so, okay. Again, this has been coming up a lot lately within my community, mostly for the women that met their guys while they were already inside. But what are some red flags for her to watch out for if he does say, you know, in his head, oh, I need somebody to hold my down. I'm going to give her a commitment, but I don't want to be with her. I never wanted to be with her. I'm not saying that's the case, but we've been seeing that a lot lately where they're being used.
No, that's definitely a good point. You know, being in here, you know, a lot of guys feel that they're on their own, so it's easy to latch on to someone, you know, who says that they want to be there for you. I think it is, you know, some of the things to watch out for are, you know, a guy that's going to take advantage of whatever it is that, you know, you said you're willing to do for him. If, you know, he starts putting demands on you or, you know, asking for, and just consistently asking for money for things that, I would say, you know, the money thing is the obvious sign, but I also want to say that, you know, it's, when you're in here, a lot of times, exception of prison, that all of our needs are taken care of, that the prison just provides everything.
Just so you know, I have a video that I created in July, and I'll link it when I post this one. So you don't, just so you don't have to waste your time talking about it, that you sent me verbatim, like item by item, how much things cost and what you can spend more money on. And I went through all of that in there, how to know if he's using you. So that's already been created.
Yep. Well, and so just having said that, I'm not saying that, you know, everything needs to be taken care of. Sometimes, you know, when you're in this position, you're going to act out based on those unfulfilled needs. And it can be distracting. So it's, I think it's, you know, difficult. You got to figure out where that balance is.
Wait, can you rewind? I don't know what that means.
You know, if a guy's, if he's saying, you know, I need money to take care of this, and it seems like maybe he's being a little pushy over it, I would say just touch base, find out what those needs are first, you know, before assuming that he's trying to take advantage of you. I've said this before, I feel very fortunate. Many of the decisions that I make and the things, how we're able to communicate, you know, these phone calls and emails, I feel very fortunate because I have, you know, some financial assistance that allows us to do that very easily. And without that, I mean, I could see some strain, you know, on the relationship. So that's kind of where that balance comes in. You know, just touching base, figuring out what the needs are, as opposed to being exploited. You know, like just give me more.
But can't he tell her whatever he wants to tell her or needs her to believe?
Well, that's definitely true. But I think we know. Sometimes it's difficult to acknowledge, when somebody is taking advantage of us. But I would say follow your intuition. If you like something's off, then that's a conversation you need to have. And I would say, be honest, be open about that, and confront those feelings. There's no sense in, trying to bury or hide those and push those off. Because ultimately, if this relationship's going to work, you guys got to be willing to communicate. And I would just suggest, I know what has worked well for us is just always being upfront about everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that, here's the thing. I think it boils down to the times that she says no, how he reacts versus the amount of times that he asks, or what he asks for.
Yeah, great point. And I would say, every situation is a little bit different. Obviously, though, there's generalization. Like I said, I was worried about, or what concerned me were her choice of words. Like, she was willing to take so little.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want anyone to go into a relationship like that, because everyone deserves, more than that, more than just to be there. It almost sounded like she was willing to be used for whatever time, he was inside. That's just not good. That's not acceptable. That's not healthy.
This call is from a federal prison.
That's such a great point, and I got that from the email too. And I think, as life coaches, we could throw out some questions like, why don't you take some time, speaking to this woman or any woman that puts herself in a position like this, why don't you take some time and figure out what you deserve, and then figure out where that lack is coming from? Why do you feel like you only deserve this type of a situation?
Excellent point. And if you do decide that, this is a relationship that you do want to remain involved in, when I started off saying that it takes a daily effort, I think one of the things that great for us, I recently talked about that I do, was we're doing a daily journal. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. But it was, when we had a set number of questions, things that you and I were touching base on a daily basis, that was a good way to make sure that we were, tuned into what was happening with one another, but that we were also looking ahead. That there's, some sort of plan for the future, that there's a vision for it, and that you're actually putting together a plan and taking steps towards it. You're going to be in a relationship. It's reasonable. It doesn't matter whether it's a prison relationship or a relationship out there. You guys want to make sure that you have the same ideas for the future. You see kind of the same thing, so that you're building a shared vision, and that you're doing something to move yourself towards that. Unfortunately, a lot of people that are in relationships like we're in, I heard you say, the holding pattern, putting your life on hold, that everything is on hold for however long the duration of incarceration is. And it can't be that way. That's not healthy either. You got to be doing something to work towards the future together, and making sure that you're both on the same page about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And that's why we designed at SPWF the goal setting class. I'm laughing at we. You wrote it.
No, you're instrumental in everything.
Thanks. Thanks for the bail. So what else? What else do you want to address while you have everybody's attention? What other good golden nuggets can you give to this community of men and women who think you're a celebrity? At least I do.
You know what? It seems like I've been coming back to this quite a bit in the last week or 2 weeks, and I don't know why it's a reoccurring thing. But I've, tried to explain to a number of people, like, hey, the person I am today is so distant from who I was when I came in. Now, granted, I've been in a long time. But, if you talk into different phases that I've gone through since I've been in, people that I've been exposed to, the support that I've received, really our relationship has been most instrumental in helping me become who I am today.
I love
I
it.
made a comment to somebody yesterday or the day before that I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't be doing the things that I do if it wasn't. So you have been instrumental in that, and I want to make sure that, people on the other side, all of the women out there that are supporting them, that the impact that you can have on one of our lives is just amazing.
Yeah. But maybe also not having somebody there for a little while and having to learn that on your own, maybe that also helped too.
Great appreciation for it.
Yeah. So maybe she, if she has to step away, that could be some sort of a consolation for her. It hung up on us, but if you guys want more, he's coming from a very in their perspective. I'm coming from a very protect her perspective. So we're kind of seeing the same thing, but kind of opposites. And if we had more time, we'd be able to talk more through it. But if you wanted him to comment on that and finish that thought, then just comment below. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like this video. Let me know in the comments below if you want more Q&As with him. He would be happy to do it. And until then, you guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to being behind you. Lots of love from my heart. Lots of love from Mr. Clausen's heart to all of yours. I will at least see you guys in the next one. Maybe he'll make another appearance sometime soon as well. Bye, guys.